Islam is one of the most extended religions in the world. As such, its sacred places are visited by millions of people every year, and many of its mosques are architectural jewels. Today, we present to you our pick of the 10 most beautiful mosques in the world. Number 10. Jamaran Mosque. This mosque that stands 6 kilometers east of Qum, Iran, has been a sacred place for centuries. Just recently, the mosque has gained a great reputation among the pilgrims, especially young people. It has been repaired and renovated several times, and the construction was improved after the Iranian Revolution. President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad donated £10 million to fund the project of expanding the small mosque into a massive mosque. On Tuesdays, the mosque kitchen provides a free evening meal to thousands of poor people. Tuesday in Shia religion is particularly affiliated with Imam Zaman. Thousands of people head for the mosque every Tuesday and pray for Imam Zaman while asking him their own requests and wishes. In the rear of the building, there is a well of requests. Shiites write their requests and letters to Imam Zaman on a piece of paper and drop it into the well, hoping he reads them. Number 9. Omar Ali Fadin. Located in Bandar Seri Begawan, the capital of Brunei, it is one of the most beautiful mosques in the Asia Pacific. The building was completed in 1958 and was named after the 28th Sultan of Brunei, who initiated its construction. The mosque combines Mughal architecture and Malay styles. Built in an artificial lagoon on the banks of the Brunei River in Kampong Ayer, the village in the water, the mosque has marble minarets and golden domes, a courtyard that is surrounded by a large number of trees and floral gardens. A bridge reaches across the lagoon to Kampong Ayer in the middle of the river. Another marble bridge leads to a structure in the lagoon meant as a replica of the 16th century Sultan Bolkiah Maligai barge. The main dome is the most recognizable feature and is covered in pure gold. The minaret has an elevator to the top where a visitor can enjoy a panoramic view of the city. The interior of the mosque is for prayer only. Nearly all the materials used for the building were imported from abroad. The marble is from Italy, the granite from Shanghai, and crystal chandeliers from England, and the carpets from Saudi Arabia. Number 8. Crystal Mosque. With Islam being the official religion, there are many mosques in Malaysia. This one is unique for its exterior covered in steel, glass, and crystal. Its sleek and modern look is reflected in the river surrounding it. The illumination from inside also makes the glass dome shine. During the daytime, the smoke-colored glass looks as if it were coated with gold. Inside the mosque, huge crystal chandeliers hang just below the domes. The building is part of the Islamic Heritage Park in Wan Man Island off Terengganu and is able to accommodate up to 1,500 worshippers at any given time. The mosque took 2 years to be built from 2006 until 2008 and was only open to the public on the 8th of February. Keeping with its modern style, the entire mosque is equipped with wireless internet and full IT facilities. The Islam Heritage Park also features replicas of many of the world's most famous mosques from around the world. Number 7. Sultan Ahmet Mosque, or the Blue Mosque. This is an Ottoman-era mosque located in Istanbul, Turkey. A functioning mosque, it also attracts large numbers of tourist visitors. It was constructed between 1609 and 1616 during the rule of Ahmed. Hand-painted blue tiles adorn the mosque's interior walls, providing its characteristic appearance in blue as lights frame it at night. It sits next to the Hagia Sophia, the principal mosque of Istanbul, until the Blue Mosque construction, and another popular tourist site. It has 5 main domes, 6 minarets, and 8 secondary domes. The design is the culmination of 2 centuries of Ottoman mosque development. It incorporates many Byzantine elements of the neighboring Hagia Sophia with traditional Islamic architecture and is considered to be the last great mosque of the classical period. Pope Benedict XVI visited the Sultan Ahmet Mosque on 30th of November 2006 during his visit to Turkey. It was only the second papal visit in history to a Muslim place of worship. Number 6. Grand Mosque, Kuwait. Located in the heart of the city, the Grand Mosque is the biggest and the official mosque of Kuwait. The building can accommodate up to 10,000 men in the main prayer hall and up to 950 women in the separate hall for women. It also contains a large library of Islamic reference books and documents and a 5-level car parking facility underneath the eastern courtyard, which can hold up to 550 cars. Construction on the mosque started in 1979 and was completed in 1986. Its minaret, located at the northwest corner, resembles Andalusian architecture. It is internationally renowned for its Islamic architecture, and it has become one of Kuwait's most treasured landmarks. Situated opposite the stock exchange and Al Seif Palace, this beige-tinted mosque does not seem to be as magnificent from the outside as it does from the inside. It is an excellent example of the conventional Islamic architectural style. It also borrowed heavily from Persian structural design, with things like a central large dome, pointed arches, and arcades of pillars forming into windy open-air passageways. Upon entering the mosque, the visitors are struck by the magnificence of gold leaf and saturated blues. The gypsum, which is hand-carved, adds textures to the mosque. Inestimable geometric Andalusian-style patterned tilework brighten the space, and ornamental calligraphy lures the eye of visitors around the room. Visitors can observe that the decorative elements in the space don't include images of animals, plants, or people, Muhammad, or God. That is because it is believed that trying to characterize God's creations in art can never really be as good as the actual thing, and it is sacrilegious to attempt and portray what God might look like. Number 5. Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque. Ordered in 1992 by the Sultan that it is named after, this mosque, built from 300,000 tons of Indian sandstone, is located in Muscat, the Sultanate's capital city. After having an architectural competition to select the best design, construction was started in 1994 and took 6 years. The mosque's total capacity is 20,000 worshippers. Its prayer hall floor is topped with a single piece of Persian carpet composed of 1,700 million knots, which took about 27 months to make, covering an area of 4,200 square meters and weighing 21 tons. About 28 different colors made from plant or natural dyes in varying gradients were used for it, and it is currently the third largest carpet in the world. Its amazing chandelier is in the center of the men's prayer hall and is the largest in the world, with a measure of 14 meters and a weight of 8.5 tons. It holds 600,000 shining bright Swarovski crystals, 24-karat gold plating, and took more than 4 years to complete. The mosque is embellished in beautiful, colorful mosaic patterns, and its handcrafted details make it truly a one-of-a-kind piece of art. The 5 minarets define the limits of the site, representing the 5 pillars of Islam. The main minaret is 91.5 meters tall, and the others reach up to 45 meters. The mosque features a blend of Islamic, Middle Eastern, and Omani architectural styles. The mosque is surrounded by incredibly beautiful gardens. Number 4. Hassan Mosque. This mosque is in Casablanca, Morocco, and it is the second largest mosque in Africa after the Algiers Grand Mosque, and the 7th largest in the world. Completed in 1993, the mosque stands on a promontory looking out to the Atlantic Ocean. The minaret is 60 stories high, topped by a laser light directed towards Mecca. The walls are of handcrafted marble, and the roof is retractable. A maximum of 105,000 worshippers can gather together for prayer, 25,000 inside the mosque hall, and another 80,000 on the mosque's outside ground. The building was commissioned by King Hassan II to be the most ambitious structure ever built in Morocco. It was designed by the French architect Michel Pinceau, who had lived in Morocco, and was constructed by the civil engineering group Bougues. It blends Islamic architecture and Moroccan elements and reflects Moorish influences while featuring an urban design. The size and elaborate decoration of the prayer hall is simply spectacular. A team of more than 6,000 master craftspeople were assembled to work on the mosque, delicately carving intricate patterns and designs in fragrant cedar wood from the Middle Atlas and pink granite from Agadir. The gates are made from brass and titanium, and the ablution fountains in the basement, which are shaped like large lotus flowers, are carved from local marble. Number 3. Aqsa Mosque. Emplaced in this old city of Jerusalem, it is the third holiest site in Islam. For Muslims, this site is Islam's third holiest site. The Dome of the Rock, a 7th century structure believed to be where the Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven, is located here. Being in one of the most disputed territories in human history, the mosque has a capital importance in the conflict between Israel, who occupies Jerusalem illegally, and Palestine. This fact, in addition to the holy status of the mosque, leads to continuous protests mainly from Muslims, but also from other minor groups like the Palestinian Christians. Though the old city is under Israeli control, the mosque remains under the administration of the Jordanian Palestine-led Islamic Waqf. Tragic events have repeatedly occurred at the mosque over the last century. King Abdullah of Jordan was assassinated in 1951 while attending Friday prayers here. In 1969, an arson attack by an Australian visitor irreparably damaged priceless religious objects. During the burning, the dome's interior paintings from the 14th century were assumed to be irreparably lost, but were completely reconstructed using the trattaggio technique, a method that uses fine vertical lines to distinguish reconstructed areas from original ones. Israeli metal detectors were temporarily installed at entrances to Al-Aqsa in 2017 as a response to the shooting of 2 Israeli police officers. Its great historical and religious importance and the antique decorations make it a unique place to visit, but non-Muslims are not allowed to enter the mosque. Number 2. The Great Mosque of Muhammad Ali Pasha. This is an Ottoman mosque situated in the citadel of Cairo in Egypt and was commissioned by Muhammad Ali Pasha between 1830 and 1848. It is the largest to be built in the first half of the 19th century. The mosque was built in memory of Sultan Pasha, Muhammad Ali's oldest son, who died in 1816. This mosque, along with the citadel, is one of the landmarks and tourist attractions of Cairo, and is one of the first features to be seen when approaching the city from any direction. It was built with a central dome surrounded by 4 small and 4 semicircular domes, which are painted and embellished with motifs in relief. The central dome is 21 meters in diameter, and the height of the building is 52 meters. 2 elegant cylindrical minarets of Turkish type with 2 balconies and conical caps are situated on the western side of the mosque and rise to 82 meters. The use of this style was a defiant declaration of de facto Egyptian independence. The main material is limestone, likely sourced from the Great Pyramids of Giza. The external facades are severe and angular and rise about 4 stories until the level of the lead-covered domes. There is a brass clock tower in the middle of the northwestern Raiwak, which was presented to Muhammad Ali by King Louis Philippe of France in 1845. The clock was reciprocated with the obelisk of Luxor, now standing in Place de la Concorde in Paris. Number 1. Great Mosque of Mecca. The Great Mosque of Mecca, commonly known as Al-Masjid Al-Haram, the Sacred Mosque, surrounds the Kaaba in the city of Mecca, in the Hijazi region of Saudi Arabia. It is the site of a pilgrimage for the Hajj, which every Muslim must do at least once in their lives if able. The Great Mosque includes other important significant sites, including the Black Stone, the Zamzam Well, Maqam Ibrahim, and the hills of Safa and Marwa. It is the largest mosque in the world and one of the largest buildings in the world by footprint area. The Great Mosque has undergone major renovations and expansions through the years. It has passed through the control of various caliphs, sultans, and kings. It is now under the control of the King of Saudi Arabia, who is titled the custodian of the 2 holy mosques. The mosque was modernized and enlarged several times in the 20th century. The first electric lighting system was installed during the 1920s. An electric public address system was first used in the mosque in 1948. The most drastic changes to the mosque came in the second half of the 20th century, when the rise of commercial air travel increased the number of pilgrims to Mecca, and Saudi Arabia's new oil wealth enabled its rulers to fund massive construction projects. The first Saudi enlargement of the mosque began in 1955 during the reign of King Saud. The expansion, completed in 1973, added new construction around the Ottoman Mosque, expanding the total area of the structure from roughly 27,000 square meters to about 152,000, increasing its maximum capacity to 500,000. The passageway between Al-Safa and Al-Marwa hills was expanded and integrated into the structure of the mosque. It is the most sacred place in Islam. Non-Muslims are forbidden from entering. In the center of the mosque, there is a black box-shaped building, the Kaaba. It is built around a sacred black stone, a meteorite that Muslims believe was placed by Abraham and Ishmael and a symbol of God's covenant with Abraham and Ishmael, and by extension with the Muslim community itself. It is embedded in the eastern corner of the Kaaba. Muslims believe the Kaaba was originally built by Abraham and Ishmael, but the site was rededicated by Muhammad and has been reconstructed since. When Muslims pray wherever they are, they turn towards the Kaaba, and during the Hajj, pilgrims walk counterclockwise around it 7 times. The Kaaba is made of granite from the hills near Mecca, and its floor is made of marble and limestone. The interior walls are clad with tiled white marble halfway to the roof, with darker trimmings along the floor. It is covered by a black silk cloth decorated with gold embroidered calligraphy. This cloth is known as the Kiswa, and it is replaced yearly. These fabulous buildings speak for themselves about Muslims' worship of their God. They are part of mankind's heritage and an architectural and design feat in every case. Do you know any other mosques that should be on this list? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for more videos.